this is Actar, and yes, after all these years, I'm finally doing a much requested and much anticipated Digimon Tamers review series. For the absolute best Digimon season released to date, I thought it would be a disservice to do anything less. For those who don't know, while Bandai of America imported the Japanese evolving figures for Adventure 02 and Tamers, they instead decided to produce their own line of Digivolving toys before going back to importing with Frontier and Savers. Those of you who have been following me from the very beginning know of my distaste for the US original Digivolving figures. This bias comes from the fact that the US original Adventure 02 toys were pretty crap. Not only were they rather poorly designed with armor Digivolving figures that turned directly from their egg forms to their Digimon forms, and triple changing figures that completely missed the point of DNA Digivolutions or Jogress evolutions, Bandai of Japan had perfectly amazing figure representations of these characters waiting in the wings. So why on earth then am I reviewing the US toys for Tamers? Well, the thing is, the original Bandai of Japan toy line was pretty rubbish. Not necessarily in terms of the quality of the figures, which were complex, immaculately detailed, and even had die-cast metal parts, but in terms of its lineup. For you see, the entire line consisted of only 4 figures: a Growlmon to Megalo Growlmon figure, a Gargomon to Rapidmon figure, an Impmon to Berizibamon figure, and a Gilmon to Dukemon figure. That's it. For the season with some of the best and most memorable Digimon characters, that's just pathetic. Whereas on the other hand, Bandai of America produced Digivolving figures for pretty much every single main Digimon in this series. Yeah, some of them, well, many of them are rather, how should I put it, not good in terms of their quality, accuracy, details, or transformations. But at least Bandai of America delivered where Bandai of Japan didn't. Bandai of America not importing the Japanese figures and creating their own was actually a good thing. Mostly in this one very specific instance. In this review series, we'll be taking a look at the entirety of the US Digivolving line of toys, save for any repaints or recolors. So that means no clear editions, chroma versions, or EVO variations. Where possible, I'll be comparing the US versions of the figures to their Japanese counterparts, and perhaps you'll see how the US versions are not as bad as I originally thought. Amassing this collection took quite a ton of time and financial investment, as some of the figures are exceedingly rare and hard to come by. Putting aside the matter of price, a number of them just don't come up on auction sites or secondhand stores, and even if they do, 99.9% of the time, they're going to have parts or accessories missing. I couldn't have done it without the help of some of my fans and friends on YouTube and Facebook. Thank you so much for your help, and I'll be giving you guys a personal shout out in these specific review episodes. So, this is Actar saying, see you guys in the first Digimon Tamers review series video.